So the US is going to give Israel 500-pound bombs, which they're going to use to kill a bunch of civilians, and then act like they're not indiscriminately killing people. Uh, I don't, it's honestly no surprise that the United States did resume giving Israel 500-pound bombs. The United States is really big on helping the Israeli government kill as many innocent civilians as possible.
A U.S. official tells CBS News that the administration will release a shipment of 500-pound bombs to Israel and that were being withheld since May. The shipment was put on hold over concerns about just how the munitions could be used in densely populated areas of Gaza. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has told the U.S. Middle East envoy that he is committed to a ceasefire deal, so long as Israel's red lines are respected. His comments,
which his red lines are committing genocide in Gaza. So he wants Hamas to release the hostages so that he then can go back and start killing a bunch of innocent Palestinian civilians.
come as Israeli forces continue to press their offensive into northern and central Gaza. Now, Holly Williams is following all of this for us. She joins us live. Holly, good morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Well, Israel's military has urged all residents of Gaza City to evacuate and head south and says that city is now a dangerous combat zone. Meanwhile, the United Nations says that the evacuation will, quote, only fuel mass suffering. Now, Gaza City was the Gaza Strip's biggest city before the war, with a population of over 500,000. This is the second time during this war that the entire city has been told to evacuate. Israel's military says it's targeting militants and their infrastructure and claims in just one neighborhood it's destroyed 8 tunnels. Our CBS...
It's really hard to believe anything that the Israeli government says. I mean, they'll claim they're not killing the civilians and then kill civilians.
News producer in Gaza, Marwan Al Ghul, reports there was heavy bombardment of Gaza City overnight. Meanwhile, ceasefire talks resumed in Qatar, with both the CIA director William Burns and Israel's spy chief taking part, according to Israeli media. Hopes were raised for a deal last week after Hamas responded to a ceasefire plan outlined by President Biden back in May. But that optimism cooled after Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he would only agree to a ceasefire deal that leaves the door open for Israel to resume fighting. And then Hamas said this week that the new assault in Gaza City could, quote, reset the negotiation